Hey guys, it's Annie, and for today's video, I generally do best for this sort of video, this sit down kind of informative video, when I make bullet points and plan out what I'm going to say, but I did not do that today. No, I didn't, so we're just gonna have to see what comes out of my mouth. I do, however, know the topic on which I want to speak on. If you've been watching my videos recently, a little while back, I posted a video about how I made over $10,000 in 1 month for the first time ever. The other thing that is really exciting for me to tell you is this is my first ever month making over $10,000. That is insane. And then also a few weeks back, I posted my girl boss morning routine for success and productivity. So if you're watching this video because you're interested in how to succeed and make money and all of that, definitely check out those videos if you have not yet. Today's video, I'm gonna talk about how I spent that $10,000 and basically how after 2 weeks of receiving that money, it's pretty much almost all the way gone. If you are new here and would like to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell because I post a variety of videos every week, and click that thumbs up button if you enjoy this. Okay, so how did I go through $10,000 in about 2 weeks, or most of $10,000 in 2 weeks? That's gonna make me sound like I'm super irresponsible, but no, I'm not actually. I feel like plenty of people who don't deal with money very often, they would splurge a bit and, oh, I'm gonna go on a vacation or do that sort of thing. Nope, I did not do that. The first thing I did was pay off pretty much all of my credit cards. I had about $500 due on my camera, $1,500 due on my laptop. I had my Chase Visa that had $500 on it. I had $1,000 worth of taxes to pay off and another $500 on another credit card. Yeah, right away, I took all that money and paid all of those credit cards off. I mean, I still have my medical bill and my car payment, but other than that, I don't have any extra bills anymore. So that is a very smart thing to do, in my opinion. I'm not a financial expert, but I can tell you that was a good route to take because now there's hundreds of dollars each month that I don't have to be paying towards those bills. So bills taken care of, and you better believe that that is really good for your credit. I actually recently found out my credit score. I'd never looked it up before, but I knew that I had good credit, and I have a 756, which I am told is really, really, really good. So I'm really proud of that. So yay, good credit, no extra bills. What else did I do? I put $2,000 into my savings account. So I have that money, but if it's in my savings, I don't touch it. And that's the way you should think. If you have a savings account, that's your savings, you don't touch it. It's not money for you to just use. It's there if there's an emergency. $2,000 straight to savings. Good to go. I did splurge a tiny bit. I went shopping and I was fine with going out to eat and doing fun things here and there. I didn't go too crazy, but yeah, I had a little bit of fun, but nothing extreme, no major purchases. Oh, invest back into yourself. If I was really good with money, I could tell you to go and invest in stocks, but I don't do that. That's probably something that maybe I should look into one day because a lot of people have great success with that. I have not done that. But I invested back into myself. I was able to hire an assistant for the month. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it up or not, but I'm testing it out. When you have someone assisting you, it makes it easier so that you can focus on getting your job done and what you're good at, and they can take care of the things that you don't necessarily love to do or it's not your thing to do. So I did invest in an assistant for the month. Actually, one way that I splurge yet invested back into myself is I bought myself a VIP ticket to Pays to Be Brave, which is a female entrepreneur empowerment kind of conference. It's put on by Angie Lee, who is actually around my age. She used to be $100,000 in debt and she is now a millionaire my age, and she's such a positive, amazing person. I love to follow her on Instagram and watch her stories and listen to her podcast. She has a lot of good information, and I feel like listening to her, it has really inspired myself and has helped me grow a lot. So yeah, I bought a ticket, VIP to her conference. It was about $700 for the early bird ticket. And that might sound like a crazy amount for a 2-day conference, but that is such a good use of my money, because I'm not only going to be learning from these high earning power women, but I'm also going to be meeting them and networking and making like-minded friends, and I have a strong feeling that great things are gonna come from this. They say that you become like the people you surround yourself with. If you're surrounded by a bunch of people who are very pessimistic and don't have any ambition and low energy, you're gonna pick up on that and start, acquiring some of those qualities. So I wanna surround myself with positive, powerful, energetic, happy people who are not only trying to make the best life for themselves, but they're also good people and want to help others. That's who I want to surround myself with. That's who I want to be like. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. That's one of my favorite purchases and investments into myself that I've made lately. You have to invest back into yourself to continue making more money. You can't just be like, ooh, I got money, I'm gonna go spend it on fun. But you have to put it back into your business or yourself, like how I'm doing with this conference, how I got an assistant, how, putting back into savings, paying off all my credit cards, boosting my credit. Although I spent a lot of that money, it went towards good, positive things that are going to excel me. I definitely want to look into investing in, like I said, stocks and whatnot, but I have no idea where to even start with that. But I know a lot of very successful people do that sort of a thing. And if you want to be successful, the best thing to do is to follow the lead of other people who have succeeded before you. Anything you want to do, there's someone who has succeeded doing something similar. So all you have to do is look into those kind of people. A lot of them, like Angie, who I'm going to her conference, a lot of them share with you how they've succeeded. She was $100,000 in debt and now she's a millionaire. It's not like she was always just rich, like she did that. So you have to listen to people who have done that. If you're $100,000 in debt or have any amount of debt, go find people with stories like her. If you want to lose weight, go find people who are in your position and have lost weight. If anything you want to do, you can find out how other people did it and follow that model. It's so easy. It's all in your mindset. I've said this a billion times. It's literally all in your mindset. And if you're not willing to do the work, then you don't want it enough. Anyway, now I might not have $10,000 just sitting around in my bank, but I have a lot less expenses each month with bills and everything. And my next venture that I want to do, I found out I only have $4,200 left on my car. So my next thing is I'm going to start making big payments towards it and get that paid off in a few months, which will be awesome. And then that's another bill that I don't have to deal with. If you've been watching me, you know that I am planning to move to a luxury apartment. So with all of these bills paid off, my car paid off, that extra money, I can easily just put that towards my luxury apartment, which will definitely be happening. It is on my vision board and I'm telling you, it's coming true. I want you to know that we all go through rough times. Like the last few weeks were a bit rough on me and I was just in a mood, and when you get to that point, you're like, oh, it's really hard to get out of it. But whenever I get that way, I realize I'm not taking the actions that I need to take in order to keep a positive mindset. Like I was slacking on my morning routine, my girl boss morning routine. That's what I actually do in the mornings when I'm at my best. And when I slack on that, things start to decline a lot of the times. If I'm not doing my morning routine, if I'm not going to the gym 5 days a week, if I'm not listening to positive-minded podcasts like Angie Lee's podcast, or following people like her on Instagram and taking in just good positive information. I wasn't doing that and I was feeling really low and I'm like, I don't know how to get out of this. But the way to get out of it is to take action in those steps, even if you don't feel like doing it, and then things get better. So that's my big advice. You can't just take this information in and not do anything. You have to act on it. Whew. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it connected with you. And with that, I'm going to go. I will see you soon with a new video. Bye guys.